In today's gaming news, Edge of Twilight is coming in the summer of 2013, Ouya Dev Kits get shipped out, swearing is encouraged in Dead Space 3, and the new Tomb Raider will include multiplayer. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is Saturday, December the 29th, and my name is Force, here with today's gaming news. First up today, Edge of Darkness has gotten a release date and is expected to launch in the summer of 2013. Edge of what? Edge of Twilight is a steampunk action-adventure game set in a world where day and night are inhabited by very different civilizations. Players have the ability to cycle between day and night, changing not only the aesthetic of the world, but the gameplay as well. The title was originally announced back in 2008, but was cancelled in 2009 when its developer, Fuzzy Eyes, laid off a majority of its staff. According to an announcement the company sent out yesterday, Edge of Twilight is back in development and set to release in the summer of 2013 for the 360 and PS3. Next up in news, the Ouya development consoles have been shipped out. Yesterday, the Ouya team announced that they began shipping their dev kits, allowing select developers to begin working with this upcoming Android-based console. A video was released showing everything that is in the kits, including a transparent version of the console, which is about the size of a Rubik's Cube, can be taken apart, and includes controllers similar to those of the 360. The dev consoles are not exactly the same as the ones that will be shipped at retail, but it's close enough that developers can begin working on games for the system. I've voiced my opinion in the past on the Ouya, and I'll just say once again, I'm cautious but optimistic. It could be something really great for the gaming industry in a $99 console, or it could just be phone games on my TV. Next up in news, swearing is encouraged in Dead Space 3. Who gives a shit? In an interview with CVG, when referring to Connect voice support in Dead Space 3, the game's executive producer said, "There are commands where you might be in a certain situation, and you might yell a specific expletive, and it might behave in a way that you want it to." His implication is that swearing during certain situations in the game will have actual influence as to what happens on screen. Oh, Connecty gimmicks, who really cares? Now, I suppose it's kinda neat that if you swear in the game, we'll have some interesting on-screen reaction, but what I want to know is, are there multiple variations for these swear words? So if I say shit, he's gonna like kick a wall or something. But what about if I say shucks, or shenanigans? Or shoopla. Shoopla? That's not a swear word. I don't know. All I know is that I hope there's multiple variations of the swears, or else I don't really care about this piece of shiitake mushroom. Shiitake mushrooms are delicious. Last up in news today, the next Tomb Raider game will include multiplayer. Earlier this week, rumors of a multiplayer mode in the next Tomb Raider began circulating after a UK retailer posted multiplayer gameplay as one of the title's features. Today, the rumor was confirmed thanks to a tweet from the official Xbox magazine. They've announced that the February issue of the magazine will include a detailed story of the game's multiplayer mode. This will be the first for a full retail Tomb Raider game, unless you include the Guardian of Light. Alright, let's begin the debate once again. Multiplayer mode being added to a single-player franchise. Is it going to ruin the game? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I honestly don't really care too much about this type of an argument because the truth is, the last game that I played that was traditionally single-player and added a multiplayer actually turned out fantastic. I'm talking about Mass Effect 3. I liked the multiplayer in Mass Effect 3 more than I liked the single-player campaign, and that's saying a lot, because I actually really enjoyed Mass Effect in the past. So what do you guys think about this argument? Once again, I'm not really too concerned about it. I'm not going to say that any development time taken away from a multiplayer mode is going to completely detract from the story in the main campaign. Sure, it's money being spent elsewhere that could have been pumped into the main campaign, but that doesn't mean that the main campaign would have been any better, just maybe would have cost more money. And that's going to do it for today's episode of the show. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the content, please be sure to subscribe. Once again, this has been Force, and you've just been force-fed. We've just implemented a new feature into our videos that allows us to respond to your voice commands. Basically, if you swear here, I'll respond. You son of a bitch.